Good morning, everybody. Ty Camden here with No Man's Sky. I played a little bit yesterday afternoon. Nothing major to put on the stream, the YouTube or anything. But basically, I did a warp, and it really knocked out one of my hardcore warp engines. So I spent a little time on a nearby planet. Not only looking at monuments and stuff to get, languages, whatever, monoliths, but mainly to restock, because it knocked out a lot of my resources. So I'm back up to 500 in every area, including copper, emerald, gold, nickel, aluminum, and iridium. By the way, aluminum and nickel's what it knocked hard. I also now, have the 500 zinc, iron, titanium, crystalline, platinum, iridium. I've got 3 warp cells there, plus a full tank, and almost 3 stacks here of 500 of thamium and plutonium. Also, I have stuff for like general walking around: carbon, titanium, iron, and plutonium. I also have some backup materials like some extra copper, some platinum, emerald, iridium, which can be a pain to get. So a little bit more aluminum now and nickel now, because that was a real pain. And I got 2 more warp cells plus my normal stacks, which is up to these amounts here that I'm showing. So that's where I stand. I am currently in a Gek system with no black hole. So I need to find a black hole, and that's what we're doing right this moment. Let's get pointed towards center. Free explore. There's a black hole up there. Let me go a little bit further, see if I can find one. If not, I know for sure I got that one. I feel like I'm pushing my luck here. Let's see if this is too far. It's not. What about this one? Because as we know, the farther the better. Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna use this one. Let's nice little jump here. Try to maximize, right? It's really just a matter of time before we hit center. I'm not going to spoil it for everyone, but I do know what happens. And I'm probably going to alter my playstyle after I hit center. I'll explain more about that another time. Alright, there's the black hole. Now, let's find ourselves a space station. And before I name this system, as usual, I like to find out what kind of creature is in here, what kind of race system this is, who controls it, and I also like to know what the primary hot item is at the... Hello, Viking. I like to know what the primary hot thing is at the trade terminal at this system. So we look for gold stars. That's a crappy gold star. So I'm not going to name it after that in this one, but I'm going to name it Black Hole Viking. And that's it. Oh, I think I should try to learn a word every time if I can. It's always good to learn. In real life, the more you learn, the more you earn. Knowledge is power. Let's see what we got here. I have all the text, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to open up the next interaction. And now for the next interaction, where we probably have a 50 to 66% chance of a chance to learn a new word. And even if it doesn't hit on this one, it'll hit on definitely the next one. So, unsuspecting, huh? Mm. And now to the black hole. Let's jump some distance now. Alright, black hole, where are you? There you are. Alright, let's not lose anything too major. Preferably a Sigma tech that is not warp related. Perhaps even a photon tech, because I don't even use that really. Not the upgrades anyway. I did install 3 extra photon techs on my ship just to absorb black hole damage, and it has worked once, so that's nice. Oh, I hate the distress. Because I get hit as soon as I come out of warp usually. Yep, just got hit. Phase beam, yeah, I'll have to fix that. I like my phase beams. Let's see which one. Basic phase beams, cheap. I'll take that. That's a good loss. It's even better than Sigma. Oh, gotta mute my mic, got a phone call. Alright, I'm back on the mic. Check, check. 1, 2, mic check. My name is Mike Check. Can I help you? That's an expression. Sorry, Mr. Check. Alright, so we're making good progress as long as we don't lose any major systems. I always like to save before I exit. Don't want to lose any progress if I can help it. Alright, let's find us a black hole. This session, as yesterday's, was and is a little grindy. I am pretty much shooting for travel, not really exploration discovery. I really don't have that much left on my current bucket list until after I hit center. Then I have a whole new bucket list I'm going to start. But all that rides on hitting center first, so I am kind of grinding right now, admittedly. So if you don't want to stick around, watch this whole video, I would not blame you at all. I would not expect any real interesting things to happen unless I lose a major system after a black hole. So you may want to fast forward to every time I go through a black hole. That's up to you. I'm trying to figure out where the bottom is. It's always a little tricky. I think this is the bottom. Yeah, that was it. Since I'm not trading in ships anytime soon, I'll have to keep that hyperdrive fully stocked. Oh, dynamic resonator system. One of my fawns and an aquasphere. That's unusual for both of them. Combo. Got lots to put on this one. Ooh, that's a long name. Alright, so... that's good. I wanted to look at something, though. I know it's going to seem crazy, but I've never until now noticed... it's bringing up things I've done. I know this seems silly, but I never even read all this white text. Huh. Space exploration, I think that says 88 maybe? But if I go into here, let's see what it says. Oh, 80. I've warped exactly 80 times, that's unusual. So yeah. Looks like these stats are all repeated in the terminal. Yeah, I'd never realized that. I guess I'm not very observant. Not on that, anyway. And again, this is a black hole system. So we're gonna pop over and travel for free. Alright, wish me luck here. No warp hits, no warp hits. Sigma or lower preferably. Cross yo fingers. Alright, space station, where are you hiding? Pulse Jet Sigma. Sigma's good, okay. There you are. Nope. Alright, let's fix the pulse jet real quick. Not too bad. Took a hit on iron there, but that's not too bad of a hit. I've got plenty of iron. We are already operational. Alright, so we're in the non-black hole system. And it's Vy'keen. Vy'keen suspension fluid. Ooh, Corvex casing, that's unusual too. Vy'keen suspension fluid. Vy'keen fluid casing. I think I'll put casing instead.
Units received.
I mean, I always remember to learn a word or try, but I try to try. I don't want to give any of this stuff, but I'll give him some thamium because I actually have that and plenty of it. There we go. I think I'm going to sell this Gek relic. I keep forgetting to do that. Alright, so that looks pretty good. Where are we again? We're in a non-black hole system. Okay. So, let's find a black hole, shall we? let's start with this one. This one's good. Is this one too far? Well, we'll do that. More light years the merrier. I should have started streaming earlier. I didn't start streaming at 10 like I usually do. I waited till 10:30. I was kind of tied up with something, and now none of my buddies join me. That's so sad. It's definitely more fun with viewers. But my viewers also stream, so I would totally understand if they don't show up. Just a little sad, that's all. Yeah, I could do that. But I was really going to look at the pulse engines, which, by the way, seem pretty good. Well, I must have bumped into the space station. That does happen. Anything else? No, everything else looks pretty good. Life support could use a little hit. How's my plutonium stacks? Pretty strong, pretty strong. Hi, Mr. Korvax. Oh, you're strong silent type. Ugh, junk. It's a black hole Korvax. No special items.
Units received.
Biddy, 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 biddy. Hello, viewer number 1. Welcome to the stream. Ugh. I'll keep my standing up and take the health hit. Let's see if this will rejuvenate my health anyway. Oh yeah. Now let's try to learn a new word. I like to do at least one every time I meet somebody. Beautiful. Adores. Oh, this guy's sweet on me. Go ahead and save our game. And to the black hole. Let's make another jump. I just gotta look around, find it. Pop over there. Bullseye. Making progress, making headway here. Cross your fingers though, let's keep it a non-warp damage system, preferably Sigma or lower. And if you're going to hit me above Sigma, please hit the photons. I don't want to fix them anyway. Alright, let's see what we got. Let's see what got hit. Beam impact Sigma. Not bad at all. Oof, wrong button. Alright, let's fix the beams. Little Thamium, little Crystalite. No biggie. Back in operation. Viking effigy system? That's weird.
Units received.
Another damage item. He spit on my bleeding hand. So now I have some sort of Viking disease. Great. Ah, my viewer left. Boo. Alright, let's try to get a word out of you. He chanted death 5 times. And then said a word I didn't know. Oh, I'll take the healing and then I'll... Well, you did just let me cut myself. Now I automatically definitely get a word. Absolutely 100%, no doubt. It always puts a word every other one. Unless you get it the first time, that is the other one. What's the word for disease, huh? Warning. Okay, I'm not messing with you. I get the hint. What's the word for humorless? 'Cause they don't seem to have a sense of humor. Nah, that's false. They're so much like Klingons. People misunderstand them too, so whatever. Alright, so this is a non-black hole system. So we need to find one. Right, there's the center. I'm gonna go push myself here. Oh, I think I've pushed too hard. Alright, let's start over on that one. That was fail. There it is. Getting low on extra warp cells, but I do have a full tank. I probably should buy antimatter if they're selling it cheap, but one step at a time. Nobody home. A dynamic resonator system and Gek relic. Oh, I forgot what the other one was. That's alright, this is a good thing to know anyway. Dynamic resonator is just awesome.
Units received.
That's a great trade item. Alright guys, I need to take a short bathroom break, so please fast forward in the video for like 2 minutes, and I will be right back. And I am back, and I'm the only person here, so welcome back me. And let's reiterate, this is a black hole system, so that's where we're going. There you are. Bullseye. Ah, now we roll the dice, see which system they hit. Preferably not a warp drive. Preferably Sigma or lower. If it's over Sigma, you can hit the photon cannons if you like. Of course, if you like, you can do whatever you want, but I'm just saying, like, I'm just asking for a little help here. Been pretty kind to me so far. Appreciate it. I know you gotta eat, black hole, but I'd appreciate if you could stay on a low-calorie diet. Alright, so what did we lose, folks? Deflection Tau. Okay, well, we'll check that out in just a moment. Yikes, okay. Deflection Tau sounds pretty hardcore. Well, it could be worse, so I'm not going to complain. Alright, so I got some spare stuff over here. Let's transfer a little bit of it. I really don't have a lot of spare iron, but I do have iron for walking, so I'll use that. I'm still low. Yikes. 400 titanium. Well, I got some titanium. So, you got that out of me. Zinc. I got some zinc. Sorry for just standing on the landing platform getting organized, dudes. Alright, so the zinc's good. Iron's close. Chrysonite. Iridium, of course. Always eating through that. Let's go ahead and bebop that iridium over there. No extra chrysonite. Oh, that's not good. Copper good, 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 good. It's funny, it hit all the upper elements yesterday, and now it's hitting all my lowers. Alright. On to show. We are in a non-black hole system. Ooh, stock market. I used to always think this was the robot dudes. Korvax, yeah. But there we go. Viking, you never know. It's all procedural. Alright, non-black hole, so it's gonna be called Viking something. Probably. Give me that gold star. Viking plasma. And let's see if we can get past this, get to the word, without giving up anything too valuable. Ugh. Let's see if he accepts the plutonium. I don't want to lose standing. Increased, good. Look at that, a whole sentence there. I don't know one word. I've been learning languages for a long time, too. Radiation, that sounds like a good word. See, if he's trying to warn me about radiation, I'd kind of like to hear it. Hello, one viewer. Welcome to the stream. Feel free to lurk. Feel free to do whatever you want. Let's see what we got here. We're in a non-black hole system. Let's go find one. Yeah, I can go to the map to do that, duh. Point towards the center. Free roam it. Oh, there's one. Hey, what's up, Sav Jazz? Just making some progress here. Kind of grinding my way through some black holes. Learning some words here and there at the space stations. Just chilling. What about you? What's up with you, Sav Jazz? Thanks for stopping by the way. If you don't want to stay while I'm grinding, I understand. You can hang out for a little bit if you want, though. Ready for exploration. Well, you're exploring or I'm exploring? Because I'm not really exploring right now. I'm more or less grinding systems. But if you're planning on playing and streaming or whatever, that's cool too. Alright, well there goes my last excess hyperdrive cell. I still have a full tank though, so I don't have to make any pit stops yet. Oh, where is it? Alright, let's go out of here a little bit further. There's your door. Everything in order here? Yeah, it looks pretty good. Don't lose those stacks. They've been removed from the game. I heard, yeah. I'm actually surprised they left existing stacks in the game instead of just dumping them down to one each. But I'll take it, I'll take it. I mean, I completely understand them fixing the exploit. I'm not upset at all. I would like them to add it back in later as a feature. I like stacking. But if they don't, that's cool. I mean, there's a lot of resource management going on. Hey, what's up, 911? I'll try not to do even a minor curse on stream if I can help it. Let's see, buy items. Yeah, let's do that. This is a sac venom system. Oh, and plasma. Sac venom plasma, but we don't know what kind of alien. Wow, Remus is here too. Hey, Remus. Thanks, Savjaz. Everybody's hitting my stream a little later today, which is fine. No problem. It's exciting to have people come in and be able to interact. Kind of gives me a breath of fresh air here, you know? Alright, so let's save and then use a black hole, shall we? I'm just grinding out some progress. Black holes and the like. Ah, no problem, no problem. I understand. Yesterday afternoon I played a little bit. I didn't put anything on video or anything. It was kind of dry. But the one thing that happened is when I went through a black hole, it knocked out my best warp system. And it used a lot of resources to get up and running again. So I went down to a planet, farmed some crashed ships, got everything back up in order. Learned a couple words at a couple of monoliths. And I'm back in action today. So that's the only thing you guys really missed. Not a lot of progress. And today I'm having some good luck. I haven't had any... Oh god, I should knock on wood. But I haven't had any major system hits yet today. So, black hole, please keep it clean, keep it nice. I know you gotta eat, but again, let's have a low-cal diet. Please keep it under Sigma. Keep out of my warp cells. I appreciate it. It's always a roll of the dice here. Crapshoot. Yeah, it happens, it happens. Yeah. Yeah, you seem to get hit pretty hard when you warp through black holes, I think. Alright, so this time I took a hit on the Theta. Zinc, platinum, emerald, huh?
Technology prepared.
Zinc, platinum, and emerald somewhere. But anyway, I've got extra emerald right here. Let's transfer it back over. I think it said platinum. Let's double check that with a nice hit of platinum. And zinc. Alright, so now my zinc is 100%, 500. Platinum's up to 500. And emerald 500. So, back in action. Ty, what's your plan when you get to center? Well, once I hit the new, once I hit center, afterwards I'm going to start playing a new way. I call it crashed mode. And basically I play with some self-imposed rules. One is you can never touch the ship you start with. Next is anytime you enter the atmosphere of a planet, you must land, and that ship is now considered crashed beyond repair. To even lift off to travel around the planet, much less get out to another planet or space station, you have to find and rebuild the crashed ship. And thirdly, you can never scan the planet for resources using your handheld scanner. This will promote more foot exploration, which was something I didn't really do that much, and create some dangerous adventures, especially when you crash land on a hyperactive Sentinel planet, which I've always avoided. So I am going to play, I guess it would be like a harder version of the game, just to see how it goes. And if it gets too boring or irritating, I'll stop. But I think it should be interesting, an interesting little adventure next time around.
Units received.
It's a little harsh, I admit. I don't know. I want to try it. I want to see how it goes. It sounds kind of exciting, too. Oh, that's cool, Remus. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. If not, you can always quit and just play normal, which is fine, too. Of course, you could self-impose your own other rules. Hello, Masked Hero. Welcome to the stream. But that's all the harshness I personally want to experience. I think it's plenty. You can still get in and out of your crashed ship, and you can still use it for storage. You just can't take off once you land, basically, after you go through an atmosphere. If you actually fix a crashed ship and fly from place to place on a planet, you can take off each time. It's only when you exit atmosphere and re-enter that it's a crash landing in the crashed rules. I'll take your word for it there. Yeah, I know. Actually, I consider this a stock trading platform or cube. The bar is got those little faucets. in my little imaginary universe. That is a quality looking ship you got there. I like it, to be honest. I don't have nearly enough money to buy a ship with 48 slots, but I will take a look at your offer just for fun. $45 slots at only a cheap value of 115 million, which I've never been close to, and I don't plan on being. Let's save. And then we gotta find a black hole. I'm gonna skip that black hole. I'm gonna skip that one too for now. I want to see if I can find one closer. Here's one. Let's see if I can get to this one. If I can, I might even try the next one. I can. Let's try this one real quick. Oh, too far. Yeah, I knew I was pushing my luck on that one. And now I've lost the other one. What about this guy? Engage. Iridium and crystalline. Cool. Cool. Remus, you're the only streamer that talks back to me. Well, I guess that's good, I mean, for me, but it's probably because I have so few viewers. If I had 30 people trying to talk to me, I probably wouldn't be able to respond. I like having a handful live. That's fine with me. I'm sure it's nothing personal. I'm gonna bump it. Oh, I did. I bumped it. If you bump the space station and then land, they should charge you for the damage. Not a lot, just enough to make you laugh. Alright, let's take a look here. So I'm in a black hole system. I can't charge the warp engines anymore. So we're at 80%, that's 4 jumps. I should probably buy antimatter if I see it, or maybe even suspension fluid. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I'm on the mid-east coast here in Baltimore. It's gonna warm up. Ironically, by the time fall hits, it's gonna be super hot. But weather's supposed to come in, I think, Friday or Thursday maybe, and calm everything down, put it back in the 70s by the weekend, I think. We'll see how that goes. So we're in a black hole Corvax, and they like to sell or buy, basically. Nothing good. Okay. So we are strictly naming it Black Hole Corvax. Low gravity planets. They said when they were developing that the suit that you're wearing compensates for the different levels of gravity on the planets. So perhaps when you see those giant creatures with those tiny wings flying around, you can go ahead and consider those low-gravity planets. I would rather have, if they're going to do future feature updates, I'd like to be able to see planets with rings. I personally wish they'd change the percentages so there'd be more truly barren planets. And I wouldn't mind seeing stars with no planets. Maybe even special types of planets like... they wanted to make sure you could land on every planet, so they kept gas giants out, like the planet Jupiter. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see Jupiter. I'd like to see you perhaps get some tech on your ship that has a scoop, so you could actually scoop a gas giant for like its material, its gaseous materials. Maybe refuel, kind of like the scoop you can use on stars in some games. They're barren, Savjaz, but I mean real barren. I mean like no buildings. So no plants, no nothing. You know, kind of like all those planets in Elite Dangerous that people seem to like. I like the game, but the plants are pretty lame over there. Alright, let's see what we're going at here. The other thing I don't like about Elite Dangerous is the 30-minute rides in Super Cruise. That's annoying. Black hole. Every game has its flaws, this one too, but I'm just saying I enjoy this one way more than I ever enjoyed Elite. Savjaz. PC gaming's never appealed to me. The only game I actually enjoyed on PC ever was Minecraft, and I enjoyed it more on console without mods. I was on a lush planet with hardly any buildings or save points. I crossed an ocean, took 45 minutes. Wow. And an hour to find. That's pretty crazy. Elite is more of a real simulation, and that's good for all those people that want that. I personally want a game more than a simulation. But I don't want a kind of game where it puts me on rails, where it's forcing me to do escort missions and all these other crappy things. That's part of why I like this game so much. Well, Remus, this game, yeah, you're discovering things where things already exist because you're discovering for your own race. Your race has not been there. However, if you play this game enough and read all the lore, like with the abandoned building lore, you start to realize that all the players in this game are actually different versions of the same person in different realities, time travels, dimensions, something of that nature. It can be very interesting if you really dig into it. Yeah, I know, Mass Hero. I haven't had too many of those moments because I didn't do a lot of on-foot travel, and that's why I'm putting in these new rules in the next, my next go-around. Savjaz, I don't think that's what it is. I'll explain. I think what they've done is they've made it so that once you visit someplace, the marker is hard to see, hard to find. So it actually looks like there's less places, but in reality, you're just not cluttering up your whole planet with a bunch of icons. I think it was an improvement in that sense. Alright, space station. Show me your icon.
Technology offline.
Up there? Okay, I'll look up there. Thank you. That's what I wanted. Someone was saying that no one has reached the center of any galaxy and need an Omega warp drive, so people are being pushed. I've heard about the Omega warp drive that's in the game folders. I think that might have been a tech that they eventually didn't go with. They were probably going to, in my opinion, they were probably going to have the Omega warp drive be the last critical component you need to get to the center. But they actually may have changed it before the game released. I disagree. I definitely think we have reached the center. People have done it. So, I have a different theory on that. Yeah, I agree. It's a simulator. I like that too. I like all the different themes of the science fiction they put in the lore. They did hire some excellent writers for that, and that was a smart move. Alright, what's my tech? What do we got here? 3 Carite sheets and some Heridium, huh? Not a problem. Let's see how the Heridium's holding up. Lost half of it. Alright, well, here's some. I'll juice it up a little. I go through Heridium, let me tell you. Ty, I noticed that, but I mean, when searching for them before discovery. Yeah, I agree, Hero. Remus, the center is so underwhelming. Well, I don't want to give any spoilers for those who don't really know about it. But in my opinion, it fit the lore of the game, and it allowed progress forward. I consider it a form of prestiging in Call of Duty, that kind of thing. I'll put it that way. I'm really trying hard to not to give any spoilers up, so let's not talk about the center. Because I have people that watch the video later that may not know about the center, so let's not do that. Alright, suspension fluid. Fluid and plasma. Fluid plasma. Corvax. That's it. Corvax fluid plasma. Corvax fluid plasma.
Units received.
Oh, the chat's going too fast now. I can't read it all. I'm not gonna discuss blame and get into the hate stuff. We're watching streams. We're all spoiling it for ourselves. Well, yeah. If you decide to watch me when I finally hit center, you will get spoilers. That is a possibility. Yeah, Remus, I like that too, and it doesn't clog everybody up, if you know what I'm saying. I'll just put it that way. But let's not talk about the center, please. One way to consider it is a new challenge. I will just say that. Oh boy. First time I got this message, I refused. I just didn't like the idea of it, but I've already allowed one before, so let's allow another one. Let's keep our standing high with the Corvax. Alright. They take a piece of my brain and suddenly I'm staring at the ceiling. That makes sense. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Hero. I consider this like a sandbox game where they don't really tell you what to do and when, so it's kind of like you got to be creative and make up your own journey and make up your own rules and make up your own goals. So mix it up a little bit. Try something different. Whatever you're doing, try something different. I mean, I'm sure at some point I'll get bored grinding out this journey here, but I'm gonna... Fortunately, like, when you run out of warp fuel, it forces you to go down to planets, although you could technically buy stuff on space stations. But, I go down to the planet. I do a little exploring while I'm there. Mix it up a little bit. Alright, so I gotta look for a black hole. Let's save first. Mass Hero, I watch quite a bit online, too, myself. I wouldn't go as far as to say all day, but a nice chunk. And then when I'm not watching, I'm on Reddit trying to argue with people about... try to educate them a little bit about how the video game industry works so they're not all pissed off, but some people just, they don't want to listen. Alright, let's see. Let's find us a black hole. Not finding any black holes. That's kind of scary. Oh, there's one. It's out of range, though, I think. Yeah, it's out of range. That's the other thing that people thought was interesting is if you've already got the all the warp drives and they're all connected and everything, it still says at the bottom here, too far to jump, upgrade drive. So they're saying, oh, well, we must get the Omega drive, then we can literally jump anywhere, anytime. No, I just think they didn't put an alternate message in on that screen, which they could have. So... Alright, let's retry this. Alright, let's go to one that's close by. Get all the Geknip. All the Geknip. Barren, more like no flora. Some hollow but limited... somehow, but limited fauna. Yeah. Mass Hero, I understand. It happens. It happens. Sometimes I just can't keep up. And because I'm on PlayStation, I can't really scroll up and down my chat, you know, so I'm limited. It's partly why I like having, you know, a handful of viewers. Live viewers. Everybody else can just watch the video later. That'd be great. Yeah. Watching alternate me's. That's right. That's what it is, really. Sometimes I'm a real jerk, though, apparently. Sometimes I go around killing animals for no reason and stuff. I just don't like watching that, but what are you gonna do? Yep. Subscribing is key. I can't boost it anymore. I'm down to 60%. Oh well. I'm down to 20. I'll probably hit a planet. Or sooner if I lose some invaluable tech. Bloop. Yeah, I hear you, Mass Hero. It's harsh watching people that just kill everything. But hey, it's their sandbox. They can play their way. It's just painful sometimes, that's all. It's also fun to help people that are new at the game, but it's a little painful too when they this guy went to a ruin and went right up the stairs and did the main thing and got in his ship and flew away, and I'm typing, wait, do the 3 knowledge stones, wait, and he's long gone. He gets the message and he goes, oh, flies back, can't find it. It's like, oh man. But at least he learned for the future. It was just a little painful to watch. Yeah, Hero doesn't flood the chat. Listen to him. That's sarcasm all the way around. Sarcasm in everybody's shot class. Have a nice shot of it. Suspension fluid. Atlas stone, okay. And Geknip. There's all the Geknip. This system really wants the Geknip too. So, suspension fluid. Fluid stone nip, huh? Man, that's a lot. That's a lot of text for this one. Alright, don't type anything for a second. I gotta type. Don't type. Don't hit enter. Freeze. Ah, darn it. I still screwed up. Oh well. It was only going to help someone else later anyway. They're going to come into this system and go, why is it named B? What? B must be code. I got to look around. Alright. Now I can read the chat. Hey, I did that for the guy the other day. He was 3 for 3 in the system, didn't even realize. Even the correct config. Yeah. Yeah, helping people's fun, but it can be painful. Me and Sav are No Man's Sky friends. Can't believe I named that the wrong thing. That's kind of funny. It's the first time that's happened. Actually, I think it might have happened a long time ago. I remember back when I tried to name something, I tried to back out and it still put it in anyway. But anyway. I know it was probably delayed. I was just trying to warn others. It's cool. It's cool. Oh, and here's the bar, by the way, with the little faucets and the cups and tip jars. All right. I'm not giving him anything. I'm just going to walk on this one. And I don't want my standing to go down, so I'm not going to just take it. So this is a black hole system. That's what the B was going to be. Maybe they'll figure it out when they fly into the system B, and the first thing they see is a black hole, and they're like, oh, B for black hole. Yeah. Yeah, naming things can be a little rough sometimes. What the heck was that? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll pump up the pulse engine. That's cool, Sap Jazz, no problem. But when you type the word cereal, it made me hungry. I need to eat my Cheerios soon. Not right this second, though. I need to recharge my cell phone, too. Let me plug that in. It's sitting here, nothing's plugged in. Something should always be charging. Alright. Yeah, I'm probably only going to stream for 15 more minutes, then I'm going to take a lunch break, so... Yeah, troll. Alright, what did I lose this time? Yeah, just don't scroll the chat. I don't like that trolling.
Technology offline.
Beam impacts Tau. Let's take a look at that real quick. Not too bad.
Technology repaired.
My stuff's in pretty good shape. The Heridium's a little lower than I would like. I guess I'll plop a little bit over that over there. Oh, here we go, Savjaz. Let's see what we got here. Night crystals. I've never seen it. I don't remember seeing a system where they gave you double for night crystals. Interesting. Corvax night crystals. Yeah, I've never typed this before. It's not in my memory bank. Alright, it's in there now. Maybe this guy will let me learn a word. Alright guys, I'm going to let you decide on this one. First 3 votes count. Should I try the terminal myself, or should I back out and make a bypass chip? I do not want to lose standing, so I would appreciate you guys' help. First 3 votes. If I don't get 3 votes, I'll decide myself. We got 1 for Chip. Damn it, man votes for Chip. Hopefully he's right. 2 for Chips, that's it. And that's the first 3 votes are Chips. Well, we got plenty of chips. Chips all around. We need some dip. Alright, let me go ahead and make the bypass chip.
Product constructed.
And let me try this again. Hope these are salt-free chips. I'm on a low-sodium diet. Of course, he's the one eating it, not me. Alright, bypass chip. Oh, he's happy. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. So I guess the rule of thumb is, if you don't have it, it's probably what you need. Hey, Frank Moore. He snuck in there with the word chip. It would be funny if he taught me the word to chip just then. He told me ignore, so I have to ignore the chat now. Oh, I went to the wrong door. Let's open it. Ooh. Smoke weed every day. Let's see how much carbon I already have. I could actually use some more carbon. I wish when you clicked on the big one in the middle, it would give you like a ton of carbon instead of little individual plants. I want some kale. Give me the kale. Alright, holy cow. Oh, you can't click on these? I never really tried. Huh. That's silly. All right, that'll have to be enough carbon for right now. He's looking at me like, "What you been smoking in there?" Guess they're vegan. If all you eat is electricity, are you vegan? I guess you are. What we got here? We're gonna search for a black hole in a minute. Okay. This way. I'll take this one. TNT. It's dynamite. I'm an older dude, so I went through the 80s, 1980s in my prime, not the 1880s. I'm not that old. And heavy metal was pretty big. So I got to see pretty much all the heavy metal groups, but I never saw AC/DC, and I like them, so that's unfortunate. Unfortunate. I like a wide variety of music, by the way, not just heavy metal. Alright, so we're in a black hole system. And I can't find the station. Let's just follow these little lines. Maybe I'll find it. Oh, there it is. Gotta follow the trade routes. I sound young? Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm way older than people think. I remember when only scientists could access the internet. There were no cell phones. And you could actually call into a payphone. And people used phone books. And you'd look in the newspaper to find out what time the movie started. Oh my. Let's not talk about all the ways I feel old sometimes. Hey, I love tech though, man. I love the modern era. Yeah, well, I got you beat by a mile. Let's just leave it at that. But my dad, who's currently passed away, loved gaming as well. Of course, he gamed on like the Atari 2600 and a lot of other older stuff that I grew up on. So, by King Black Hole. Let's see what they sell. Buy items. Yeah, I remember when my dad when I was little, he would take me to the ocean and we'd go in the arcades. And this is before Pong. This is before there were video games. And one of the games I remember him really liking was this game. It was a stand-up machine, just like you'd play Pac-Man in or whatever. But instead of an actual video game screen, there was a cylindrical clear tube in the middle that shined light up in the middle of it. And you had a little gun that you'd pull off the holster. So basically, this cowboy would come in and it was a hologram, and he would yell, "Draw." And then you would pull the gun out of the holster and shoot him. If you were fast enough, the hologram would spin to the right, and it would show him grab his heart and fall over dead. And if you were too slow, if he beat you to the shot, it would spin the other way, and it would show him raising the gun up to his mouth and blowing smoke. And it was a pretty fun game. And it wasn't a video game, but it was pretty cool. Of course, there was skee-ball and all the other stuff, but I'm just saying, like, that was a pretty neat memory, and I don't think I've seen those kind of machines in a really long time. It's probably a collector's item, to be honest. Yeah, I got hated on for being on the computer too long too as a kid. Of course, it was a TI 99 4A back then by Texas Instruments. Addicted to teletext. I don't remember teletext. What is that, Masked Hero, if you could? Hi, Christopher. What's up? Do I think it will be on Xbox? I'm really torn on that. If you had asked me before launch, I would say never, because he had such a bad relationship with Xbox when the developer made the other game they were famous for that I can't think of the name of. But now that they've launched and had so much anti-hype and refunds and whatever, they might have to consider it because it would give them another revenue stream. So I don't know what to think. I lean towards no, but then again, in the game files, there were some Xbox files mentioned. So maybe they always had it as a backup plan. I don't know what to think. I'm going to go with coin toss. I don't have an answer to that question, Christopher, but it's a very good question. Wow, I never had that mask. That sounds, back then, that sounds super advanced. Shoot, I remember, I thought advanced. We had, I had Super Nintendo, and my friend had Sega Genesis. I loved my Super Nintendo, but I also enjoyed playing hockey on his Sega Genesis. And then one day he got this thing called, oh, what was it called? X something. But basically it let him hook up the system to a phone line for free, and you could play hockey with people over the phone. Now it was laggy as all crap, but it was playable, and it was fun, and we would play games against strangers, and you even had a chat room afterwards where you could talk to them with text. And I thought that was like super modern. I'm like, oh man, online gaming is the future. Well, that's true, but that was really cool. I really enjoyed that, and that was like back when hockey was, it was like NHL 95, I think, or 94. It was really good EA game. One of my favorite hockey games ever. So, oh, Christopher, that's cool. Yeah, it's definitely my favorite game. This guy probably wants me to threaten him. He respects threats. He's like a Klingon, right? Yeah, the internet actually came out in the 60s, but it wasn't until the mid-90s that it got popularized, and it wasn't until they came out with the way domain names were handled that it really took off. So I think that is the crappiest looking gun I've ever seen, so I'm going to decline it without even comparing. But thanks anyway, dude. Alright, it is 12 noon, so I'll be signing off shortly. I am going to get a new word out of this guy, and then I'm going to save my game first. Really? Sorry, dude. Didn't mean to insult your pea shooter there. To each their own. I personally got stuck on this multi-tool. I haven't organized it yet, so this is a bunch of garbage over here. But I really like the look of this thing. It's like almost like a laser rifle with that hole in the middle. Just gives that extra like cool looking thing. I picture this as like a mini CERN. So when you shoot the laser out of the power pack, it's like do 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 do, and it accelerates and then shoots out the front. But that's just my imagination going wild there. Alright. And ba-dee, that's all, folks. I appreciate everybody that stopped by and live enjoyed, chatting with you guys and talking. Hope you enjoyed the stream, even though it was a little grindy. I know, I couldn't help it. And I also just want to quickly thank anyone that watches this back on video later. Can't be here live? Hey, you can still enjoy it with me, right? Alright, guys. Yes. The stupid telephones back then. When I was real little, we had a party line. And basically, anytime you'd pick up the phone, there's a small group of neighbors that also used the same exact telephone line. So basically, you pick up the phone, you could actually listen to other people's conversations or join in. But if you actually wanted to call out, you had to kind of like let them know, hey, how long are you going to be? I need to make a phone call. It was so weird. All right, I'm going to leave on that note. That weird memory. I have a bad memory, but I want to call it random access memory because I can remember weird random crap in really high detail, but I can't remember, you know, my graduating class or what I had for dinner yesterday. So it's both long and short term are kind of scattered. But yeah, maybe I'm a Corvax. I have really good random access memory. Alrighty. That's it, fellas. Hope you enjoyed it. This is it. Talk to you later. Have a good day. See you maybe tomorrow.